Okay, so I am off to therapy again. It is Tuesday the 20th of February. So that's my second actual appointment. So I'm off there now and I shall talk to you when I get back. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for my sister. We're gonna go for a drink. I'm filming on the front-facing camera, which is why the quality probably won't be as good. And I'm filming in public, so I'm really embarrassed. But the whole point of this channel is to get myself out there, I guess. So that's what I'm doing. No one's looking so far. Yeah, I'm gonna have a drink with my sister before therapy. So yeah. Okay, so I am walking back now. I don't know whether you can hear me because I'm on the street and again I'm public vlogging. This is scary, but I suppose the whole point of these vlogs is to tell you my situation and to really push myself. I just realised I'm not even looking at the camera, I'm looking at myself and that's annoying. So I had my session today. I think I'll talk to you about it a bit more when I get home, so I'm not talking for ages walking down the street. There's people all around me walking up. So yeah, I'll talk a bit more about that when I get home, but I'm out. It went really good. I really like the woman, sorry about all the traffic noise, I really like the woman I have my sessions with. She's great. I've got myself a Greggs sausage roll, so I'm going to go home, get in my pyjamas and just relax, knowing that I've got another week of therapy out of the way, and I did it. And yeah, I'll talk to you when I get home about how I'm starting to feel quite overwhelmed. It's getting quite hard. I don't know, like I had like a down day yesterday. I was just thinking about everything that's happening. So yeah, I'll talk about that, but I thought I would update you a little bit on my walk home. So I'll see you in a bit because I am about to cross the road. Okay, so here we are again, back in same position. This has become like my therapy corner session. I don't know what I just said then. Therapy corner session? I meant this has become like my therapy corner scene, like where I always film. I'm gonna stop rambling. I don't know what I'm going on about. Okay, so second therapy session went really good. I believe in my last video I spoke about like the homework I was given where I had to go through like this graph and fill it out for certain situations. So I did one on walking alone and I did another one on a family member messaging me to come round. That's quite like an anxious thing for me. So I did my graphs about that. So this session was basically, by the way, I don't know if I have glare in my glasses. I probably do. I apologise. I just thought of it. So yeah, basically this session, all we really did was go over those graphs. So she basically could know that I have an understanding of how this anxiety is working. That's what she said, like, these first few sessions are gonna be about. She says she feels like I have a very good understanding. I'm quite good at taking in information. So yeah, I feel like I've kind of taken on what she said and I understand it quite well, especially as I did like a lot of research on the internet and stuff before I ever got help, so I know all this stuff. But yeah, so I told her about going to the zoo and stuff like that I'd done this week, like having to talk to the zookeeper, stuff like that. So she said that was very good. Good that I managed to like push myself into that situation and do it, and not only that, but I enjoyed it because I wasn't so self-focused. That goes back to like the graph, self-focus being in the middle. And she said when you are so focused on yourself in this situation that you stop enjoying the situation, like you may walk away and be like, I don't even know if that was an enjoyable experience because I don't remember it. So yeah, I really enjoyed the zoo. We spoke about that and that was kind of it really. We just went over everything. I explained what I had done this week and how I'm really trying to push myself and that I'm pushing myself so much because it's been so long of me living with anxiety and not getting help that now I'm really taking advantage of the situation and the fact that I'm getting help. So yeah, there's not really a lot to talk about. She basically said next week is when we start tackling the anxiety, and basically on the graph you have the self-focus and the safety behaviours, so things that you do to try and lessen your anxiety in these situations. So yeah, she said next week we're gonna start tackling them to see how maybe I can stop those safety behaviours. So pure example, walking on my own, I'm so self-focused about how I appear to other people. Maybe that I walk funny, people are going to be looking at me and think that I'm weird, stuff like that. And because I'm just anxious and so self-focused, a safety behaviour is that I would walk faster, like as fast as possible, because I just want the situation to be over with, so that I can get wherever I'm going to, or just get home, you know, stuff like that. Because normally I would never walk anywhere on my own, but to get to these sessions, like my mum works, my sister lives on the other side of town, so I have to walk up to the high street and then I meet her and she kind of walks to where like my therapy is. So yeah, I tend to walk as fast as possible to just make the walk, that anxious situation, go by as quick as possible. But I find that when I am walking fast, my legs start killing, so then I probably do end up start walking funny. I start sweating and getting really hot because I'm walking so fast. It's basically exercise. Maybe because I'm walking so fast, plus there's wind, my hair is all over the place. So by doing that safety behaviour, walking fast, I'm only making everything worse. I may be making myself walk weird because my legs start like cramping up because it's exercise. Although I think I may be hot and sweaty and I may look gross to other people, it's the fact that I am walking fast that could possibly be making me hot and sweaty. And I just feel gross even just saying hot and sweaty to you all. But yeah, basically that. So we're going to start tackling those safety behaviours to try and get me to stop doing them, I guess. Because if you can stop that safety behaviour, stop the walking fast, it will stop me feeling hot and getting sweaty, and it will stop that self-focus of, oh my god, I'm hot and sweaty and everyone's going to see me and think I look gross. It stops that. So basically then all you're looking at is, I feel anxious because I'm walking on my own. Why? That's all you've then got to look at. So I'm anxious of walking on my own because I feel like people are going to look at me. But are people looking at me? I'm just like everyone else walking down the street. I feel like I'm talking really fast. So yeah, I'm assuming that will be how the therapy sessions kind of go on from here. So yeah, today was a fairly uneventful one, but I did mention briefly earlier that I would speak about it kind of becoming a bit overwhelming. So my boyfriend was here all weekend and we went to the zoo and just had a really nice weekend. And I think it was because I went out and I was having to deal with people that come Monday I was like, I really don't want to go to therapy, like it's just too much. I don't want to go to my appointment. I don't want to talk about my anxiety. I don't want to feel anxious anymore. It's just too much. And that's not good. I feel like these sessions and everything that I've done going to the doctors up till now has kind of caught up with me, which I was hoping it wouldn't, because like I mentioned in my last video, I've kind of been running on this like, this is surreal type feeling to get me through it. And now that it feels real, now is when I'm getting to the point of I don't want to do it anymore. The safety behaviour of I just want to avoid and leave the situation. But I've waited so long, and getting into therapy so quickly is such a big opportunity for me to get help that I need to do this and I need to keep pushing through. But for anyone out there who's worried about therapy, so last night I was getting anxious and thinking, I just don't want to go anymore, it's too much. But one, I feel like everyone's kind of so proud of me, like as they all keep saying, which doesn't really help, but I just think I don't want to let people down, but also I don't want to let myself down. This is my point to get help. So I just went, you know, I didn't complain about it anymore. I just went, and actually sitting down and getting to talk to someone about my anxiety, not to people that don't like my family that try to understand but don't quite get it. This is someone who is truly capable of understanding what is going on in my head, and so they can talk to you about it in a very point blank kind of way, like explain things as a fact, and it makes it less scary, and it really makes it so that all this stuff that's happened over the weekend that's caused me to feel like it's becoming too much, I don't want to go to therapy. When I went in and I got to talk about my feelings of this week, I realised today actually how much I'm in, I don't want to say enjoying therapy, because I mean, as someone with social anxiety, you never really enjoy doing a social situation. It's not like a pleasurable thing. I always dwell on it and kind of fear it coming up, but it really helps going in and talking about it. Once I'm talking about it, it's not a scary thing, it's not making it worse, it's definitely making it better. It helps to talk to someone who totally understands what you're going through and is understanding and talking to you back and just getting it, because you think, yes, you understand what I'm saying to you, whereas someone else in your life may not. So yeah, I'm just going to try and keep that in my head, in my little notebook. I'm going to write that down as a point that I've learned in this session. That's what I'm going to try and do each session, write a page. That's going to be my main point. Although it's starting to feel overwhelming, I know that these sessions are helping me, and they're just, I come away feeling happy and positive, and I suppose that's the whole point of it. So yeah, just to keep that in mind, to keep me going through these sessions. So I feel like I've kind of rambled on a lot for this video because there wasn't really much to talk about, but I've kind of reached the end. I am now home. I have eaten my lunch. I am in my pushing top. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this. I don't know where the camera's pointing at anymore. I have a pushing top on. If you can't see it, I greatly apologise because I'm rubbish at filming. I'm filming on an iPhone that I can't see what it's filming. So there you go. Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you in the next video, which will be next week with my next session. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're dealing with social anxiety, you want to follow my journey of getting better, you're also getting therapy, trying to get better and push through and manage this anxiety, then subscribe, follow my journey, kind of join me on it. Comment below if you've maybe been too scared to go to therapy. Maybe I can answer your questions about what it involves and kind of put your mind at ease a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye and see you next week.